Hello, my name is Diego Correa of Diego Correa Interior Design. Welcome to my third video, part of a series dedicated to concepts on interiors. Today I'm going to be talking about what is that makes our homes, houses or flats feel cozy and comfortable. What is that thing that we feel when we step in and we feel that sense of well-being? For me, the thing that we're talking about today is the correct use of space. Now, what we understand by a space and how many kinds of space we need to think of when thinking of our homes. So, space is a very complex term. You can approach it by the scientific way, you can approach it from the philosophical way. In our case, let's keep it simple. And I would say that space is that volume of air that has been defined by the boundaries, which are, in our case, walls and ceilings. Now, as human beings, we perceive the space in reference to the proportion of our bodies. That is really important. Why? Because those spaces that tend to be more cubic proportions or spherical, we tend to have a sense of stability. We like to stay in them. Whereas spaces that tend to be very long, vertical, we tend to be compelled to move. And if you analyze how the houses that probably you have visited, that is the case. So we can say then that we have two categories of spaces in our homes: spaces to stay and spaces to move. In the first one, we have, of course, living rooms, dining rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, studies. In the second case, we have hallways, corridors, and stairs, so now we have these two spaces. Now, how those spaces are being shaped depends on how we arrange the furniture in that space. Now, if the space relates to the proportions relates to another element, which is the furniture. So basically the furniture is the element that is going to allow us to understand how we human beings move within that space, changing or altering the perception of the use of that space. So obviously that can be challenged by the use of color, light, optical effects, finishes, etc. Now, all those homes that offer that sense of comfort and clarity are those that have very well defined those two spaces in their layout. If you are buying a home, or if you have your home right now, the first thing that I would like to suggest to you is analyze the layout. Analyze how the spaces have been created. Is there, for example, in the living room, too many doors that there is no way that you feel a sense of peace and comfort in that space, because you are more in a sort of crossroad junction, you know what I mean, when a lot of circulation is going on, and what remains of the space for staying doesn't give you the peace that space should give you. So whatever the stage that you are in the process, either of refurbishing your home or thinking of buying a new one, look at the spaces, look at how they are defined, look at the proportions, look at if there is enough clarity between spaces to stay and spaces to move, and that happens in the very important way in kitchens, in living rooms, and in dining rooms. Sometimes you have too many distractions and you need to work a lot in order to change that. But you need to block doors, but you need to knocking down walls. So that is really important. So if you would like to discuss a little bit more about this, please give me a call, and it will be my pleasure to give you some ideas. You can call me to the 0755 402 5486, or you can go to my website and send me an email, www.diegocorreainteriordesign.com. I really hope that this very general approach on the sort of spaces that we have in our homes has helped you to have a little bit more of clarity when you are approaching that beautiful, exciting, but nevertheless challenging situation that we deal with when starting a project in our homes. So thank you very much for sharing your time with me, and looking forward to be with you the next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.